All right, welcome back to the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 game. What's that up there? That's not the castle, is it? I think it might be. We're back, and we are about to make a sword for this dude. So we need to do that. So we need that. Hold on. Oh, that was a big sneeze. All right. Go to the anvil. All right, we want to do a hunting sword.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Now get the furnace nice and hot.
Oh
There's a lever
yeah.
above you. Give it a pull. Work the bellow.
We get nice and hot. We're just supposed to let it get it nice and hot.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Okay.
Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
What if you let me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
Except
Now take
I
the
don't have
hammer
a bullock.
and try hitting it a
Let me
few
do it on
times.
any other day.
Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help you, friend.
Best of luck.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Rotate.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Got your head in the clouds again, haven't you?
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure as mine can't be a sin. It's a gift from God himself.
What are you on about?
It's cooled now.
It's just
You
a
can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time.
Okay.
Sometimes
Nobody's
you've got to go there
ever
and
looked
back
at me
all
like
day.
that before.
But it's all
That's just
part
the
of
way
the
it's
craft.
painted.
Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Faster, nothing more.
You're only saying that because you don't have any.
Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up.
Okay.
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The ring you want. Sparks. That's the stuff. Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Well struck. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Temperate. What does that mean? All right, I'll take that. Very low quality. Well, I guess quality's 3. See, I think that'll be fun making my own sword and stuff.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
I think I know how to do everything.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get material?
You can buy some essentials, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornaments, this is just a village, you know. The locals ain't...
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really... Right. Here are some simple drawings that show you can get down to it right away.
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again.
Alright. Can make some stuff.
I feel...
Good morning, lad. It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
There's always stuff going on with Samin.
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart, but I've got a bad feeling that...
Those 2 hands of yours...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days...
Were they suspicious?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart...
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. There were some hunting swords, bastard, and some kitchen stuff. There's a good month's work.
All right.
Go ahead. And if you...
Gladly.
Let's go check it out. Oh, Pebbles! I did make a few horseshoes. So, I did get some skill points from that. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can't help them. Where you at? I don't see him. Where's he at? Ah, right here. What's happened, fella?
Please, help me!
What happened to you?
Please, help!
What happened to you?
I fell out of that bloody... I fought, like, but instead of finding treasure...
I'm no physician.
Do you have anything to drink?
Hold on.
I've got some, bro.
Here. Here, let me...
Thank you. You know, I was born under an...
Stop feeling so sorry for yourself.
But I'm cursed with it, even as a boy. And once I spent the whole summer laid up with some weird sickness.
It's a
My
skill
parents
issue.
spent everything they had.
See?
Well, it seemed that way, but when he went to get the cure, he was struck dead by lightning on the way. We couldn't afford another healer, so I was sick for 6 months.
But you survived.
You think? I always wanted to buy myself a horse, so I confided in my neighbor, and he said if I gave him all, he told me he could cheat the local.
And...
That I did. And
that's not bad luck. People are bastards.
I'm not even finished yet. Since I couldn't buy a horse, I gave a groschen to a horse trader to let me ride one at least. But as we trotted through the woods, the nag's leg snaps. She was dead before I could fetch help. It took me 3 years to pay off that carcass. So I first lost money to a swindler, and then I had to buy it.
Still, it could have been...
You still don't... All right, I like this girl down the way. But when I finally...
Yes.
Hang on, I found a dog. A nice little... The moment he grew a full...
Right.
As he scampered off, as I helped him to round them up. So I
Let
had
him
one
keep
leg
going.
bit by a monk. Only that wolf, I couldn't walk for a month.
All right.
My wife took... And just as I was getting better, she never came.
Do you think...
Well, she took everything from the cottage. And since then, as soon as I... He said, but what with my...
If that's the...
Yeah, but my legs all...
Glad I could help. I'm as hungry as a wolf.
What tree was he climbing? Said he saw something shiny, right? Alright, sorry loser. We've got some big stuff to take care of. Stop and get some food. I think they got a McDonald's here. Would you get mad if I ate some of your food?
That mare, someone gave it to me for free.
Alright. Ah, you ate it all. It's alright. I've got some food. I guess I ought to buy a pouch. Whatever that does.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Drinking early.
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
Aye. The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Have you missed, pal? What if I pulled out my knife?
I'll get you.
Didn't expect that, did you? You dumb grubber. Give the wee fucker a slap in the gum.
Come on, then.
Come on. Call me Mike Tyson. Max Holloway. The best is blessed, baby. Stick my finger in your eye. Get your ass back. I ought to stick. Oh, I can talk to this guy?
Die! Damn fool!
You've no chance against me!
Yo.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, you want me to shut up? How about this? He never even landed a punch on me.
Oh, you wee bastard!
The devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry of
Henry.
Skeleton.
The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
He sounded like he was from Canada with all
Well,
a
we needed
boot.
a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us!
Look at that, no
So
blood on my
Radovan
face.
sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so-
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Let me guess. I'll save
Thank
the
you, sir.
day. I'm as cool as you are, bro.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
No, I'm pretty prepared for everything.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Dude, I felt undefeated, undisputed middleweight champion of Samin, because I did not get one shot to my pretty face, and look at that dude's covered in blood. You're lucky I didn't shoot a double leg. Put him in an anaconda.
I don't know, pal. He sounded pretty.
See you later.
convincing. Hey, cut the shite, fellas. And send for some more wine.
Alright. His horse looks a lot cooler than mine. I'll give him that. But that's alright. We'll get a better one. Oh, we're not supposed to get on our horse? Okay. Let's go.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close. As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Bro,
Young Henry here gave you
not a touch on my
nice
face.
hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
Is he talking about a fist fight? Because if so, I'm gonna whip your ass. Respectfully, sir. Just thought I'd let you know. And I don't know why this guy would want to fight a young man. I mean...
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you...
What would you like?
I mean, I already have a sword.
Don't get ahead of yourself, lad. You can have my cudgel. It might be just...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Ouch. Come on. Call me a wanker? Barely got him on that one.
Come on, then. Wanker.
Ouch.
Say, son?
I'll be nice.
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece...
I will, Captain.
Why would I want that? No. I'd rather a sword. That's Oh yeah, you're right. I should wash my face. Hey, I wasn't too bad though. You gotta give me that. Lucky it wasn't a sword or I'd master strike you.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again.
Thought he was
Don't
talking
worry
about a fist fight.
losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusty.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here. and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping a dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
That's fair. That's fair advice. But we're on a mission to find my sword and to kill that guy with the funny mustache and the bald head. We're after him. Make way.
Watch where you're going.
No, you watch where you're going. Told you to make way. What? Hold on. What is damaged? This? Okay. I'm not too worried about that. And this? Okay. Might pay to have that fixed.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village, and I'm really not in the mood today.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house.
And Henry, not a word.
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear.
What's up, bro? You in here?
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding.
Of course I do. I'm the father. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills, and who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like...
I understand, but isn't it...
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble, and only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that...
You ought to calm down.
You're right, of course.
I understand.
Do you know anything about...
Only what I've told you. But to tell...
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and that pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
All right.
That'll be all.
Thanks, bro. So the game saves, so there must be something big coming soon.
Well then, young man.
They were spotted here, sir.
So to Yichin.
Oh, they were driving so fast.
The thieving scum.
Sir, I could send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not
Where are we? Is that far? I mean, we're heading this way.
Sure, sir. If they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my braves they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats. What a
That'd
knack!
surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then.
Can we go a little faster? Or nah? Is this really the speed that we're gonna go do this at? I don't know how to fill the void, guys. Well, there's a cool cow.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight...
Well, that's what we have.
What is he talking about?
Sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
Yeah, he said he was heading up that way. Sir, I come with news.
You found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's the change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Actually, the economical situation of larger
Hold
Bohemia.
up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that card have vanished to?
Well, that's just it.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road.
Very well, sir.
Should have a look back. Okay, I thought I'd be able to, Huh.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
It's over here, guys.
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone
Dog.
went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Probably shouldn't take the lead if he's like a noble guy, right?
Sure of anything.
I'll get up there close to him, don't worry. You need a young man like me.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the
Hey,
creeps here.
I hear something.
What
I
is
hear
that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little.
You guys don't have ears
Now,
like
she
me.
had some
I hear
tales
people.
about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside,
Listen.
yeah, I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
Don't start again. I'm trying to tell a story for amusement, not listen to your supposedly educated claptrap.
Definitely bandits.
I was ordained, you ignoramus. For fuck's sake, you was never ordained, Hunza.
Is it raining?
I was. Dumbledore, in the forest chapel by
Oh, do I need to talk to you?
What do we do now? I
used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into.
Well, there's a nice view.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This...
Sure, sir.
I could do without girls.
Hey, it ain't his fault. What's wrong with his legs? What's wrong?
Go scouting. I'm not gonna lie. The rocks,
You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me only pictures of it and taught me a lot.
Yeah, I thought I already took these guys out.
He can fly. And Ghoul's name is really Sophie. For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
Those definitely aren't the
You don't
blacksmith's
say.
hands.
You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Honestly, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them. Be easy. Alright, boys, it's nothing.
So how's it look, son? How many?
I saw 3. I didn't see them.
You look more... Seems we can't avoid a...
Of course. We'll smash...
Sure.
So, how are we gonna do...
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take...
Good idea. Borrow my...
All right, sir.
Climb up top. And as soon...
What you are, Cap...
I didn't mean I wanted to do that. I'd rather use my sword, but we'll use them. That's no big deal. Oh. I'm not a very cracking shot. Shut that dude.
Hack your ass.
I'm wounded. Damn it, there's one more.
We'll finish this quickly. Useless.
Amen to you.
Actually hit my shots there. Maybe it's because I've got a good bow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looting their body. Let's see. Bro, I hear you. I want their money. I hear you.
Oh,
jeez.
This day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say, but I don't think it was...
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good...
You think this was a...
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst.
Yeah, well, you were right, as all...
I am.
Hold on, lad. Give me back...
Of course.
I should blood...
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
It makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't to save my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
I did not equip all my stuff again.
You whoreson! Hammer them, men!
Okay.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Nice try.
Let me master strike you. Ooh, that was cool.
We'll kick your ass!
What? Whoa.
Take that! I'll rip your arse open! They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry!
Yes.
Are you listening?
Yes.
Come here!
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rock.
Did you see which way?
No! I had other things on my hand.
But they...
Are you deaf? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with... They were in cahoots.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve...
I'll go and track.
Great.
With your paw, you can't just lynch me. Who's going to stop me? The law? I can't see any law here. But I can see lots of crows that will enjoy feasting on.
Well, I want to make sure I get everything. So I've got them. Your Groshen. $10. Give me a Subway sandwich. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Did I take everything? I guess I did. Okay, I'm carrying too much shit. Let's... Don't need that. I don't know why he gave that to me. I don't need that. Move that the horse. At the horse. Horse. Need all that stuff. What's this? First line of the demonic dice? I don't even know what that means. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Like I said.
Alright.
Not another word.
Ooh. So rolls a 3. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can't go find this guy. Okay, so I've already killed these dudes. Looks like. Didn't I? someone did. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I gotta catch him. Where has he gone? I'm gonna fucking die if I stay up there. Ah. Hey pal, put your hands up.
I've got you now, Venser.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you. It's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
Fuck! Alright.
I might.
Promise me.
I won't promise you anything. Now, come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong... You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. You deserve
80.
it. Now, let's get that accursed
Get some
cart
more.
back to some... We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible.
A ride would be great.
Take me like all the way
I didn't
in.
do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Venser's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
Can I have that dude's,
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Venser.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Venser?
You really are prize idiots. If you hadn't gone round the rocks, you could easily have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
Bollocks. As soon as you saw the lads, you gave the horses the whip. You were holding the reins, Venser.
You see?
While you were shouting rude insults. So you're both in it up to your necks, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Sabine, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
It depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and knock your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my bizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If Lord Semin's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It
Probably
definitely
die.
wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Francie.
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on and on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my ma's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart?
Psha!
Every man she killed, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as a driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about her soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right! You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
Alright. Okay. Good luck, boys. Do you need some money? Alright. We will stop here and have a drink at the tavern, and then maybe steal that loot, the loot for them guys, and then we'll continue on. All right.
So what are you
Oh.
sitting around for? Get up and go out into the world. You'll thank me when you return.
Okay. All right. Peace.